Why, hello everyone. This is another video of like me just like reading the kind of like written media from Wuthering Waves. This is from X/Twitter, by the way. I still would just call it Twitter. But anyway, this looks really interesting. Of course, I found it on YouTube because I don't really do Twitter. As you can see, I'm not logged in and the whole stuff. But anyway, but of course, in YouTube, the resolution really sucks. So that's why I came here and I looked up the whole thing. Right, so post-lemme Anthropocene, comprehensive mirror for historians. I think like Wuthering Waves have used that term before, post-lemme Anthropocene, kind of like, explanation of a place and whatnot. And, I don't, okay, I mean, like, when they wrote Anthropocene, I cannot pronounce that properly. And Anthropocene, I think it's like anthro means human being, I think. So it's kind of like like anthropologists, like study of things that are kind of like with human as its focus. So let's just like look up what does it mean though. Anthropocene. This is why I love Apple products in times like this. So it is relating to or denoting the current geological age, viewed as the period during which human activity has been the dominant influence on climate and the environment. Oh, that's actually very good. I like how, at least like in English, Wuthering Waves, keep using like this really, I think, interesting vocab. Maybe it feels kind of like extra interesting for me because I'm not a native English speaker, so I don't really hear and or use the word Anthropocene. Anthropocene. I think that's how it's properly worded. But yeah, so in here I got the Oxford Dictionary of English, so Anthropocene. That's from Oxford Dictionary of English, and then this is the one in New Oxford American Dictionary. I have the Italian and French and German one because I have those keyboards because I'm learning the language in Duolingo. Right, so Rinascita for historians. I really want to like meet like a proper historian resonate. So maybe we'll have it because like I feel like because it's post-lament, right? They're just going to try to find out what happened pre-lament, aka perhaps the world that we're currently living. Who knows? Anyway, okay, so according to legend, the ancestor of Rinascita, who survived the lament, braved the winds and waves. I love when they mention waves, crossing the sea to reach this archipelago. Ooh. A truly Italian vibe, I suppose. With help of the Sentinel, this displaced and homeless people built a home of their own here and named the land Rinascita. Right, I suppose that's like the beginning of the oligarchy in Rinascita, in a way. We know that Carlotta's family, I forgot the name of like her family, like Montelli, I think. The Montelli family, maybe like they're like one of the first like people who actually like started building the empty archipelago, I suppose. But also like that's just kind of how the world works back then as well. I live in a in an Asian country where, of course, like they had kingdoms in the past. That's just how like how old things works. And the way that the kingdom works is pretty much that, aka they found the land and there's just no one else there. And then they said, okay, you know what? Let's build a thing here. Let's start a kingdom. And so the land belongs to that family, to the, royal family, the whole thing. Right. Of course, I don't know how it works in another places. I just know, my culture. So I'm trying to like charge my iPhone here. Not my iPhone, my iPad here. This is so random, but I broke my nail, so like my hand just like moves so weirdly because like I don't have extra middle finger nail now. But anyway, right, so let's see what this is all about. So this is, what is this? Okay, comprehensive. Okay, Rinascita. Like I like, okay, you know what, let me give you guys my professional opinion as a graphic designer. Well, I mean, graphic design is like one of my many skills, if you will. It's actually pretty good, pretty good balance of like serif and sans serif. I think it could be made more elegant, but I don't know if that's what they're going for. And I also don't know what kind of like brief they have, as in like who's their target audience. But it's quite nice. I would kind of like arrange the like what should I call it, like the gaps a bit more. But like for example, like the last lines of the long paragraphs, I think I would make sure that they're over like half of the line before. So, but it's still cool. So, Rinascita, a nation of independent city-states scattered across a vast archipelago, is giving Australia though independent city-states with no single administrative center. Oh, they're like fully independent, like so like there's no Canberra if this were Australia. I mean, Australia is an island. I mean, I'm very sorry, Tasmania, I'm sorry, but you know what I mean. Legends speak of Rinascita's founders who fled their homeland and sailed to these islands to escape the lament. Wait, okay, so that actually explains why Rinascita is not better, but like they're not, like ruined like Jinzhou, because like Jinzhou's like literally the border city, and also like they're part of like a very large continent, I would say. I mean, like compared to places like Mont Firmament and of course the Black Shores. Where even is the Black Shores? I don't think you can really locate it in the map. And then that's I'm just saying that that's probably why Rinascita has a very unique culture, but also like seemingly generally lament free, because like compared to Jinzhou, because like in Jinzhou everyone just like struggle, like oh my god. Right. So an island nation reborn, okay, isolated from the rest of the world for years by natural disasters and geological distance. Also giving Japan, if you don't know, Japan was it, oh my god, who is that guy's name? I think like he was one of like the peer, the underlings, if you will, of like Nobunaga Oda. Oh, like who's that guy? In his childhood, he was like not rented, but like he had to like live with his enemy and stuff. Oh my god. Ieyasu, Tokugawa Ieyasu, right? So Tokugawa Ieyasu closed Japan for like a very long time, basically, and that's why some part of like Japanese culture is like so quote unquote unique. It really depends on the perspective, but like it do be giving Ieyasu, it do be giving Tokugawa Ieyasu, so it's very interesting. Because like they just closed the country until like I think General Perry from the was US or the US back then. I'm sorry, I don't really know like US history because I don't really study it. I'm Asian and I'm not Japanese, but yes. And then it wasn't until recent times that that Rinascitans opened new maritime routes. Okay, why the decision now though? And in return, foreign treasure and wealth flowed back to Rinascita. Were they like a bit poor then? It's probably gonna take some time to like catch up economy wise. Okay, so Carnival is the grandest celebration in Ragusa, where masquerades never end, and music never sleeps. Okay, during this time, people cast off the chains of societal expectation, embrace pure, unrestrained joy. I'm sorry, but like. The moment it says people cast off the chains of societal expectation and embrace pure unrestrained joy, I just thought I immediately think dirty thoughts because I am that person. I mean, I don't know, like I would say I am like a generally normal like straight woman, but like my friends and I are not like that much different, like when we think about adult bad sports, if you will. But like I mean like, oh god, okay, I want to like mention something, but like I don't think it will fly on YouTube, so I'm just saying that there are certain party type bad sports that you can do in group, and you can also do it masked. in Carnival. You might want to look it up, but it's certainly a thing. I'm sorry that I have, well, I'm not sorry that I have like dirty thoughts. I just think I'm normal. It's kind of giving the energy where Sabrina Carpenter, which I don't actually really listen to Sabrina Carpenter's music. I can't even name any of her songs. I can't remember any of her songs. I think Espresso is one of her songs. I can't remember how it sounds though. Anyway, like I have nothing against it. I just didn't happen to like listen to her music. But yeah, but apparently she sometimes sings about sex, and then people are like, oh my god, like she's so horny, which like I don't know, like I think she's like and then she also said that she has a normal amount of horny, and I completely agree. Like it sometimes her songs has that reference to it, and like she's an adult. She's an adult woman, like what do you expect? Anyway, also like the sentence before, the masquerades never end and music never sleeps. I don't know. I just feel like the vibe is not great. Like I think I'll come back in a month after like we digested Rinascita's story, at least like the chapter 1 or some sort. But that's going to be like so interesting, like to check whether like, whether my energy sensing is right. Oh, it's great. Okay, but like, oh, there we go. I was about to ask like, what's the background for this carnival, right? My Italian is not that great. The carnival's origins trace back to Sentinel Imperator. What does that mean? What does Imperator mean? Can we like even select that? Oh, we can. I love Apple product. Commander, okay. A title conferred on the Republic, on victorious general, under the Empire, on the Emperor. That's gonna just like confuse me even further, but sure. Imperatore, there we go. Imperator, okay. Imperator, who once guided the people of Rinascita. It was held as a tribute to their deeds. There, as in the people of Rinascita, a celebration where the people could express their deepest reverence through joyous performances and festivities. my mind once again goes through the culture. Oh god, okay. At the peak of the Carnivale, the Sentinel is said to manifest and crown. Oh my god, I'm sorry. English has left the chat. And crowned the finest performer with the laurel, which grants the bearer the opportunity to commune with the Sentinel and receive their wisdom. Okay, I mean, like, I'm just sitting here trying to, like, remember what Jue had been doing, like, of course, like, she's the Sentinel of, like, Jinzhou, and Jue was also, like, called as the Rover, as Lady Arbiter, the whole thing. So maybe, I feel like as the Rover, we're going to be the one who get the, like, the laurel, and then, like, meet, this Sentinel Imperator. I can't even pronounce it. I'm not going to try again. Okay, so that's interesting. I don't know, like to me just like the vibe is just, it's just dark and off. I don't know if they intended to be, but I feel like they do, because okay, this is something that I learned I think in my first semester when I was doing like Bachelor of Arts. I think like majoring in graphic design, but like we still had to like study the basic of arts, and any form of arts, and poetry is one of them. It's basically what we basically learned is that people don't necessarily have to say things blatantly. Is that how I pronounce that word? Like directly, or like in a very clear manner. But sometimes you kind of can sense what they're trying to say from the way they say things. And I feel like this might be the case with Rinascita, because like, I don't know, it just feels so dark for me for some reason. Like, I mean, of course, like Japan has been having its own struggle because of what Ieyasu did. So Ieyasu did. So okay. Since the Imperator, I don't know if I like that. He like just is the Sentinels like ruling in an absolute power or some stuff? Because like you know, like the dolls, the echoes are a bit off as well, but that's just me. Okay. Right, so that one's done, and then we can go to the next one. Oh wait, we can just like slide it like this. Right, so Genesis Nexus. What is this? Oh, it's the tower, the teleport tower. Heck freaking yeah. Rinascitas, are these like fish fin? Kind of like the big type, so like dolphin, whales. My stomach kind of hurts. Rinascitas resonant nexus. Give me a sec. I had like a very my day's not like super duper long, but also like I had to like pick up someone from the train station, and like it's almost Christmas, so like oh my god, like the traffic was killing me. I mean, I'm fine, but that was like quite a challenge, and I want to acknowledge it as so. Right, so Rinascitas resonant nexus, also known as the Genesis nexus. Why Genesis? What does Genesis actually mean though? Oops, that doesn't quite work. Can I just like click this one? Genesis nexus. Okay. Here's my. So Genesis is the first book of the Bible, but also like you got the original formation. What does nexus even mean though? Okay, so like, you know, there you go. That's the explanation. Nexus is kind of like point, right? I'm pretty sure this is kind of like Latin of some sort. Yes, right, there we go. Connections or series of connections linking to or more things. There you go. And enabling them to construct these towering monuments. Oh, there we go. Imperator, according to legend, Imperator shared the secrets of Genesis Nexus with the Rinascitans, enabling them to construct these towering monuments that stands as symbols of Sentinel's power and sovereignty. See? So like, because like again, from the name of the Sentinel alone, Imperator. I don't know. I mean, like Joey was like not bad, but also like they're very unforgiving. What I want to know is that so like Sentinel are like gods, right? So they're not human. Supposedly they're more than human, but you know, like with Joey, I think what I found quite unfortunate is like we didn't really interact that much with Joey, so like we don't know how. Well, like they're wise, but like I need more screen time of like Sentinels to kind of get a sense of like what they are, because like when I was like raised, I don't really do gods and goddesses, you know. I'm like, you know, my family is religious in the way that, you know, we have one god and stuff, so I don't really do gods and goddesses. I did live in Bali for a bit though. The Hinduism there is very interesting in my opinion. Okay, so within the Genesis Nexus effective range, echoes can manifest independently for a prolonged time without terminals. Okay, these echoes are known as common echoes. Oh, I think it's like, is it the one where we play a game with, perhaps? Genesis Nexus across Rinascita vary in shape, with fishtails being the conventional design for Ragusa. Right, because like, we're going to go to Ragusa first. I wonder how many city that we will go to in Rinascita. That would be so interesting. And then next we have this is the common echoes. So the bathtub, ooh, and like the gondola, of course, and then the lady. Reverence. So the people of Ragusa treat common echoes with reverence, believing them to be divine emissaries of Sentinel Imperator. Okay, this is... See, like, I sense that kind of darkness again. Right, so they believe that echoes are divine emissaries. Are we, like, going to... I mean, like, we definitely fought Jue, you know, spoiler alert if you haven't got there. Because, like, we can fight Jue weekly for materials. So, okay. They treat them as friends and trusted allies, incorporating them into every aspect of daily life. Interesting. Not too sure what's going on there, but okay. Like I see that. What else? Here. Is that it? Okay. The Rinascita's deep symbiotic. I'm gonna say symbiotic born with the common echoes, earned Rinascita the name Land of Echoes. Right, instead of just like full on like echoes are enemy and whatnot, you know, like in Rinascita, they actually have kind of like, instead of parasitic symbiosis, this is kind of like mutual symbiosis. I forgot like the Latin name for it, but it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm talking about. And then we have the family. Oh, it's just one. Oh, two? Okay, so it's oligarchy. I feel like there's more. I think like actual Italy also have like a similar kind of like history. What's the name of like the family that keeps, oh yeah, like that keeps making popes or some stuff? The Borgias. Borgia, the Borgias. So like I'm pretty sure there's even a TV show by that name, so maybe that kind of vibe. Rinascitans hold their bloodlines in the highest regard. Also Japan vibe, you know. If you don't know, the Japanese royal family is the oldest kind of like royal family bloodline with notes in the world, so that's why they genuinely believe that these people are still a direct descendant of the sun god himself, or itself, themselves. I don't know, I'm sorry. Right. And the society is built upon a deep reverence for family ties. The first thing that just pops up into my mind is that the Habsburg family, anyone? But basically, the Habsburg family is kind of like the incredibly inbred European royal family's result. The family tree is a circle. It's not a tree, by the way. Like you can look it up yourself. It's incredibly spicy, in a sad way, I would say. But what would I know? I'm not European. I've never been to Europe, so okay. To them, the family's interest always takes precedence over individual fate. Yeah, it's really giving like middle-aged European royal family, I guess. The Montelli family. I need someone who can read Italian, trying to pronounce that properly. What does Montelli actually mean? Can we even look it up? I need to zoom more, I think. Hello. Okay. Can we look it up? Okay, we got. I just didn't feel okay for it. I'm not sure it's him, but it's a real name. Anyway, why is he Argentinian though? Well, that's so interesting. One of the most powerful families in Laguna, renowned for their foundational contributions to the introduction and advancements of reverse seminal for personal use, as well as their pioneering spirit. Okay, okay. Well, like that's big. So they're basically like a telecom family and also like exploration/expedition family. The Montelli family played a pivotal role in charting trade routes that connect Laguna City, and in doing so, the entire Rinascita to the wider world. As the city opened its doors, they rose swiftly to prominence, amassing great wealth and unmatched influence. I mean, if you control the communication and also like if you control the transportation, they kind of got everything though. And Carlotta's from that family. She is a princess if you really think about like the amount of like capital and influence that they have. And then the Visalia family, one of the most powerful and certainly the oldest and most traditionalist families in Laguna. Ooh, conservative vibe. Renowned for their expertise in poison. Wait a minute, who are... Huh? Poison? I mean, poison's to be giving, like, you know, middle age Italy and Europe, I guess. I don't really know. Poison, they are perceived to be the devout believers of Sentinel Imperator by most. Sorry, that's my dad. I'm going to blur that. But yes, okay. Okay, so like they're very I was about to say they're very Catholic, which they kind of are in a sense. Okay, I don't know, like what poison, and then that's it. Like that's all they said. Renowned for their experts in poison, but why do you need poison for though? Like, do you have pest? who are you poisoning? That's kind of the thing. It's a bit like, oh, that family is known for their, like gun, factory, and like, but who are you using the gun against? Okay, and then next we have the Order of the Deep. Okay, that looks, yeah, like the unsettling vibe keeps continue, I would say. The Order of the Deep worships Sentinel Imperator. Is this their is this their church? The Order's clergy. Okay. It is like they're like full on. It's very churchy. If you ask me, I don't know. I serve as the Sentinel's earthly emissaries, ensuring that people remain faithful to their divine will. Huh? Like, okay, I'm sorry, but like it's very Catholic. Like Pope vibe. I don't know. Like, I mean, again, like I'm not like I don't really know. I'm not Catholic, by the way, so. Okay, in Rinascita, the Sentinel's resonator is referred as the Enlightened One. Because like Renaissance means enlightened age. Enlighten in general, I think. The Order's leader is known as the Primus. And the current Primus, Fenrico, has declared himself to be the Enlightened One. Is that the Pope? So Fenrico the First, or just Fenrico. How long has they been having the Pope? I mean, Primus. Okay, I don't know. Like, it's, again, like the vibe is very off. I mean, one of my most favorite person ever is actually Catholic. Like, it's helping me so much, especially when it comes to the scholarship that I've got, and also like my future career and stuff. But like, I don't know. Like, I don't think there's any human facet that isn't touched by darkness. So beneath the Primus, priest obviously. Yeah, this is just Catholic. This is just Solaris free Wuthering Waves Catholic, but the god, well, the god is a god, but they're actually there and you can just like talk to them. Imagine that. Oh, that's interesting. So like you can literally meet God if you crowned with a laurel thingy in the Carnivale. I'm sorry, I'm just imagining that, if I were like that person who got chosen, and then like, I was raised in this kind of like religion, the like the Order of the Deep religion, and then one day I got crowned, and then I was just like, yeah, now you can talk to God, which I would actually do. I have some questions for God if I actually met God. Things like, what is the point? Like, why do you create human being? I mean, I suppose if you're taking like kind of like Hindu Buddhist approach, the answer would be like to learn, to experience this mortal plane, but I wouldn't know. Okay, well, so they got the priest, obviously the rights and sacred duties of the order, and then Acolyte dedicates their lives to the study of Codex. Yes, that's from my Apple Health notification. Well, the Acolytes dedicates their lives to the study of Codex and spreading the Sentinel's teachings throughout Raguna. Like, it's just Catholic, is it not? Am I wrong? I'm not so sure. Okay, and then you got, okay, two more. I'm getting tired, honestly. Right, so you got Pilgrim's Sail, which is the ones deemed faithless by the Order of the Deep are sent on voyage upon the Pilgrim's Sail. Oh, so they're being exiled. Are they the exiles? Oh, well, not the Huanglong's exiles. Following the ancient path of those who once braved treacherous waves and mist for the Sentinel's guidance. Also, they're like, okay, you know what? You guys are blasphemous. I'm going to send you on a pilgrimage because you just have to. You will probably die. But you know what? Feel the power of the God. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. If you know that reference, let me know in the comment section down below. I like vines. Okay, so the order claims that only the Imperator can grant absolution to these transgressors. Okay, like this is I don't know. I like why does the why is the why is the Sentinel allowing these things? Are they just kind of like power crazy, or do they just genuinely believe that their religion, it's Catholic, it's Wuthering Waves Catholic, is like the only way to kind of like guide the people of Rinascita to greatness and balance and harmony and peace and all that? I don't know. Like, maybe, again, because I'm not conservative, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, I would say. I pray regularly in my own way, but like, I don't know. I feel like if there are any god, or like sentinel, if you will, they had to be much more compassionate, like, aren't they like supposed to be like loving their people? I'm not too sure. Okay, they must endure a brutal pilgrimage, suffering both physically and mentally until they can truly repent. I don't like this. Is this like a Catholic reference somewhere? I really don't like it. Like, that's why. At the journey's end, it is said Sentinel Imperator will offer them forgiveness and a promise of new life. Jesus vibe? Oh, so you have to quote unquote die to quote unquote be reborn. I don't know. I don't know. Like, if I this might be blasphemous, but it is what it is. But like, if I were God, like, my main goal would be just like, I hope, wealth is being taken care of, and like, everyone can live in harmony and like can keep growing and be better version of themselves. But like, what do I do to like like nasty people, evil people? I'll try to I can't even pronounce it, rehabilitate them. Like, they can change if they can't change, so like, maybe jail is the answer. I don't really know, because like, that kind of politics is not my main field, so I can only say so much, right? So, and then you got the Fool's troupe performs on tour. Yeah, my accent's popping off. The Fool's troupe performs on tour across all across all of Rinascita. The brand is the leader, right? Oh my god, like like all the brand animation, like, why is he made so handsomely and so sexily? Like, I can't, okay? Like, it looks so good. It looks so beautiful. But their hidden refugee lies deep in a vast underground cavern on Penitence End Island. Their creed is freedom, their treasure is laughter, and their gift to every city they visit is a new tale. Oh, very interesting. Are they like the heretics in a way? As in the opposite end of the spectrum of the Order of the Deep? I don't really know. From every corner of Rinascita's archipelago, playwrights and performers gather, flourishing their art like dancing in chains, defying the weight of conformity with their performance. Yeah, it's kind of saying, you know what, we're not gonna do conservative, I guess. I don't really know. Now the Carnival in Raguna beckons, offering a stage for their longing to shine as storytellers of the version of truth. Yeah, like they're going to have like a battle off with the Order of the Day Monday. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Like, that was really fun. Like, I actually learned so much from these things, which I really enjoy, and I was just enjoy like doing the yapping. So I don't know. I feel like like of course, like, Jinjo's story is dark. We literally started with, yes, the Tacit Discords like consume the soldiers. So just like, oh my god, like, that's a lot. That's a lot of emotional damage, But I think like Rinascita is going to be so much darker. We shall see. Okay, well, that is it, my friends and fellas, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, if you will. It's my dad again. Oh, I'm going to need to blur that. But yes, well, I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did, because that's so fun. I have like another video I would like to make when it comes to the state of my relationship with Wuthering Waves at the moment. Like, it's chill, but I just want to talk about it because I think it's very important to be balanced and transparent, and actually having this archive to be a pretty like genuine reflections of my current state at the moment. Okay then, guys. See you guys around. Thank you for hanging out with me.